What's your reasonable articulable suspicion? What is your reasonable articulable suspicion?
I'm asking you for ID.
What is your reasonable articulable suspicion? I'm not under any requirement.
Do you have ID on you?
What do you need ID for? I haven't committed a crime.
No, but we are on a call investigating. That's the deal.
Well, somebody called about. Yeah,
So we have to investigate.
I don't ID unless I committed a crime.
Do you have ID on you?
I do have ID.
Can I see it, please?
No, you can't.
I cannot see it. Okay, you want to go this way?
You don't have an ID I can see?
No.
Do you have a driver's license in Colorado?
Is this a consensual stop or a Terry stop?
This is a consensual stop. I've asked if you had an ID, and you said no. So I said, ask if you had a driver's license in Colorado.
You said you asked if I had an ID you can see, and I said no.
This is a critical infrastructure, so you are required to identify yourself?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I
are.
haven't been suspected of committing a crime. I haven't committed a crime. Anything I can see with my eyes from public, I can view with the camera. You can't do that.
Welcome back to CT3, Best ID Refusals. We break down the best ways to refuse unlawful ID requests and expose police overreach so you know exactly how to handle yourself when cops push past your rights. Stay sharp and stand your ground.
How you doing today?
Alright. Do you have any ID on you? Getting calls of suspicious people again, so
Would that
I know
be
you're over there by the library, so
Would that be a misdemeanor or a felony?
what?
Suspicion.
Well, you're
Because according to
trespassing.
34285,
Right, but
3.5, I'm not.
now you're on private property though.
No, this is a sidewalk.
But you were over here earlier.
No, I was not.
Okay, that's what they're.
The camera doesn't lie.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Are you gonna let me see your camera?
So according to this,
Are you gonna let me see your camera?
no,
Okay, so I don't know. You're
I mean,
against theirs, right?
not unless you're going to arrest me for something.
You have your ID on you?
This code right here, specifically,
nothing to
yes,
do- what does it say?
huh?
What
It's
is it?
35285.3.5,
Right.
failure to ID. It only says I have to ID if I'm being charged with a crime. Do you suspect me of a crime?
Yeah, trespassing.
I need, what's your reasonable articulable
Do you have
suspicion?
ID?
What is your reasonable articulable
asking you for ID.
suspicion?
I'm asking you for ID.
What is your reasonable articulable
'Cause I asked
suspicion?
you.
I'm not under any requirement.
What's that?
That's my Fifth Amendment right.
What's that got to do with
I'm
it?
invoking it to remain silent. I'm not going to waive it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to speak to you without my lawyer at this point.
Well, you want to call him?
I don't answer questions.
See, now you don't want to talk to him. I'm going to read this, okay? You want to go?
What's your badge number, sir?
Property?
What's your badge number, sir?
3900.
You've been very professional. Thank you.
I know. See, like I said, the complaint we had was in videoing cars in here.
What's your name, sir?
Where?
What's your badge number?
6671.
Are you ILEA certified?
Yes.
So you would know about asking for ID.
Questions. You don't want to answer mine,
You're a
I'm not
public
gonna answer
servant.
yours.
You have to.
No,
You're
no.
under an obligation. You're a public servant.
No, you can talk
Public
to my
servant.
chief.
Bring him down here. I'd love
No,
to.
you can talk to him.
Okay, I'll go there next.
Stop in it right down the road.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in the building, but if he wants to come outside, that'd be great.
That's a public building. You can go to the lobby.
Well, this is a public building. I mean,
But it's also private property.
it uses government resources.
But it's
So,
also
but
private
if they said I'm over here, this is still public access. You realize that?
private property.
Do
If
you
they
re-
don't
no,
want
no,
you on their
you
property,
look,
they can say
handicaps. Nobody's come out here and said that, and I have to be
they're
given the right to leave. Nobody's come out here and asked me to leave.
I can
If you're going to
ask
say
you-
for
that's all right.
trespassing,
You just-
if you're going to say trespassing, I have to be given the right to leave. Nobody's asked me to leave.
Well, when I was talking to you earlier,
Yes, sir.
it was a little unusual because we don't have someone walk around video so just out of the ordinary. Why I was down there earlier, so I haven't been in to talk with them there, but it could be that they're a little bit afraid to come out because you never know these days what'll happen.
What do you mean what'll happen? I have I have a Nikon, not a Canon.
I understand, but but I'm just saying, how they, people doing things nowadays. You don't know if somebody's got a weapon on them, if they're gonna.
Oh, I'm totally unarmed.
Okay.
I mean, I'll give you that. I mean, I have no weapons on me whatsoever.
Because sometimes people do a lot of research, before they. That's why.
This is Division of Family Resources, not to mention the WIC building.
Oh,
This is a government entity. If they rent space out of here and they have a public parking area, it's public.
Well, it's public access.
Yeah, public access, which means I have a right to be on it if I need to be on it.
Right.
If I want to walk through here and walk around and do the horseshoe, that's fine. That's my business to be on here to see if the WIC office is maintaining their property. If the taxpayer dollars is getting the trash out of here, making sure it's not, I mean, there's not enough parking. Everybody's parking on the streets. Everybody's parking where they're not supposed to be parking. So if I wanted to walk through here and count all the parking spaces, nobody can tell me no. I have business on the property, if I was even on the property, which I was not.
Not in front of the,
Right.
not in front of the.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Am I being detained?
We're just waiting to see if they want you no trespass.
So
If
am
they
I being
say
detained?
You are till they tell us.
What
that
crime
want
do
no
you
trespass.
suspect me of committing?
What did I just tell you?
I'd like your supervisor out here. Call a supervisor because you're illegally detaining me. You cannot show me. You cannot show me what I'm doing wrong. Are you illegally detaining me?
We'll find you.
I'm in a
Am I
bright.
holding you?
I'm a bright freaking vest. Of course you're going to find me.
Am I holding you?
I'm asking if I'm being detained.
Am I holding you?
Am I being detained?
Am I detaining you?
Am I being detained?
Am I detaining
Or
you?
am I free to go?
Bye.
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right?
Bye. On the sidewalk. Right.
I've always been on the sidewalk
Okay.
or the public easement.
How long is your battery good for?
Considering I have several battery backups, about 18 hours.
At least you got a nice day.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh?
I said, excuse me, I don't want to walk between you guys and get shot or tased.
Well, I guarantee
I'm gonna go
we're
that
not gonna
way.
Shoot at each other with you walking between
Well,
us.
I just want to make sure I'm giving you
You
notice
got plenty
because
of
I want to see if there's any emergency lights
You got
on.
Plenty path there. Emergency lights, you.
Yeah, I mean he's well. A lot of times the officers, no lights in the front, emergency lights in the rear. He doesn't have any emergency lights. He's parked in a no parking area. I just want to see.
No parking sign?
You tell me.
I see a no parking sign.
Okay. I do see him blocking the driveway though, the entry.
Where?
Right there on the curve. If I was parked there, I'd get a ticket. But I don't see the emergency.
Okay. All right. Well, they don't want you on the property, so as long as you stay off the property.
Well,
you're good.
don't shoot anybody, don't tase anybody, don't sick your dog, and don't beat your wife either.
Getting prepared is a very simple thing to do to ensure that we're ready when we're tested. And that goes for any situation. However, in situations when you encounter law enforcement officers, every citizen in the United States should be prepared to deny unlawful directives from law enforcement officers. That includes unlawful identification requests, which then you should respond with, "What crime have I committed?" That includes unlawful detainments, which again you should respond with, "What crime do you suspect me of committing?" Which also includes, "You're under arrest." And again, we need to know, what reasonable articulable suspicion do you have of me committing a crime? It's real simple. Without a crime, cops' hands are tied. I know in some neighborhoods, they will come up to you, put you in cuffs, and then start investigating. That's why you need to know your rights. And like I said at the beginning, you need to be prepared. And it's not hard to do. Let's take notes from Indiana News. Even if we have to keep the key things we need to say with us at all times to make sure that we're prepared, let's do that. Let's continue.
We got a call in this location about someone doing filming, which is no problem. Yeah. But the question is, since we're here, we gotta run you. Do you have ID on you?
What do you need ID for? I haven't committed a crime.
No, but we are on a call investigating. That's the deal.
Well, somebody called about it.
Yeah,
So we have to investigate.
I don't ID unless I committed a crime. You got a badge number and name?
8289 single room.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long are you gonna be?
What do you need? Why are you asking for ID if you know 3802?
I'm sorry.
You know 3802, right?
What's 3802?
Unless I've been lawfully arrested, then you need my ID then.
Well, sir, here's the deal. We're just on a call investigating someone like you filming. If you don't want to ID yourself to us, no problem.
Right.
But you guys film on the street, okay? Thank you.
Have a good day. You got a badge number, brother? I can't hear you. 8167. All right. Hey, y'all don't have a front license plate handy, do you?
I don't know if you missed this or not. Listen to the wording the cop put together. When he arrived, he said, "Since we're here, we gotta run you. You got ID on you?" Listen.
But the question is, since we're here, we gotta run you. Do you have ID on you?
This is probably the most common way the average citizen gets their rights violated. I want you to really get used to the steps for the ID refusal. First step is figuring out what crime have you committed. There's obviously no crime, so the second step would be asking the officer, are you detained? If he says no, your reply is, well, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. And if he says yes, you would like to know if he can reasonably articulate a crime, and immediately after, request the supervisor. So 3 steps: what crime, am I being detained, and I need a supervisor.
Can you get your name and badge number?
For what?
You're stepping on private property here.
Can you just take your hand out of your pocket there? I would appreciate that. Thank you. I got called on you because you said you're stealing doors off these houses.
Do you suspect me of stealing doors?
Listen, man, I'm just coming here because we were called that you stealing doors off this house. They said it's abandoned. They said you're over here stealing doors. Are you stealing doors off this house?
I'm not stealing doors.
Okay. What is your purpose to be on this property?
Changing the locks.
Okay. That is no problem.
Okay?
Do you have ID on you?
I do have ID.
Can I see it, please?
No, you can't.
I cannot see it. Okay, you want to go this route. Do you work for a company?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Who is the company?
I mean, does it matter?
I have to prove that you have right to be here.
You suspect me of breaking the law?
It's an abandoned house, correct?
It's vacant.
Okay. Who owns the house?
Mortgage company?
The mortgage company. Who sent you over here to fix the house? If that's what you're doing.
That's confidential. My clients are my business.
Okay. How do I know that you're not stealing the doors and that you're fixing the doors?
Well, call the lady right there, investigate with her, ask her what she saw, and then come back to me. And
That's who called. Well, somebody over here called, said that you're stealing.
Well, the lady next door.
Okay. That's who called?
I suspect. I don't know.
Why, did she say something to you?
Yeah, she was out here yelling and screaming. I told her, call the police.
What was she yelling and screaming about?
that she didn't want me to change the locks. I told her I told you what I'm doing. I'm changing the locks.
Okay.
Let me open this up here.
Go for dynamite. He says he's here changing the locks. He won't provide ID. He won't tell his name of this company. He wants to know the reason for the stop and all that. He's recording and wants to do all that good stuff. It don't even gotta go that far.
I'm protecting my rights.
I know, my man, but it don't even gotta go that far. That's it. All I'm asking for is ID. Help me explain like a little bit more. Like, what company are we working for? Like, who sent you over here? That's it.
Are you detaining me? Let me just go that route. Are you detaining me? So this way I know what's going on.
Will you leave here? No, it's a vacant house. Let me go over here and talk. Is this your car, this black Tahoe, or the van? The van.
No, don't nobody on it. They moved out. Daughter, they got it fixed for them. Okay, nobody touched it. And I guess she's letting it go.
I was stealing that door too, huh? I was stealing that door too, huh?
I don't know, are you?
I'm here working, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know why you're trying to make it so difficult.
it's not difficult. I'm protecting my rights. You want to violate my rights?
What is violating your rights? You're at an abandoned house. I don't know if you're taking the door. I don't know if you're fixing the door.
I told you what I was doing.
Okay. And I'm just supposed to take your word for that, right?
I'm not up to no good.
I don't know.
You're taking her word for it.
What am I doing? Taking her word for it?
I mean, you're obviously asking me so many questions.
Yeah. Because
So
I get called here on someone taking doors off. That's why I come here. Okay.
all right. Do you see any doors off?
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Well, you investigate the door. All doors are there.
So we're trying to figure out why you are here.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter that you're on.
It doesn't matter. Are you?
It's a vacant house.
Did you?
It's a vacant house, correct?
Are you upholding?
Okay. It's
Listen,
a vacant house.
you're law enforcement, right? You uphold the Constitution, right? First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment.
So you're not going to provide on that?
I'm not going to provide ID. Absolutely not. I didn't break the law. Now, if I broke the law, are you asking for ID? Are you demanding ID under threat of arrest? Something like that?
No, I wanted your
okay.
ID. I wanted your ID so then we can call the accessor's office, find out who owns this, and see if you're...
You can still call the accessor's office, do the investigation, call the accessor's office. You have the address. Call them.
I need to know who you are so I can make sure that you're allowed to be here.
What would the assessor tell you? Assessor doesn't know what's going on.
They'll tell me the owner of the house.
Okay. And then what?
And then I contact the owner.
Okay.
And then
well, then do that. Do your investigation. Come back. Right. I'll be here.
So then he'll be like, yeah, I gave permission to blah, blah, blah to be here, but I don't know who you are.
Well, if they gave someone permission to be here, then it doesn't matter.
But how do I know that's you?
It doesn't matter. All right, I'm gonna continue working. So you guys do your investigation. Okay. Well, people, we'll see how this works out. Don't ever let the police violate your rights.
You may want to head over to Coon Life's channel because there's 4 parts to this interaction, and I could not show you the whole interaction from beginning to end because it's just too long. But as we've seen here in this clip, knowing your rights will act as a safeguard against the law enforcement officer accusing you of a crime. Being knowledgeable about your rights allows you to communicate effectively, enables you to insert yourself and ask relevant questions and make informed decisions while staying within the boundaries of the law. And that's exactly what Coon Life displayed during this clip. He knew he was there to do a job and was not going to assist them in investigating the crime against himself. Once you give law enforcement an inch, they'll try to take a mile. So it's best to stand on your rights and don't fall into their traps. General knowledge of your rights is beneficial and will set a trend towards positive change in law enforcement. Once these cops realize everyone is learning their rights and using them effectively, things will eventually have to change. So let's make sure we all do our part in this journey of switching things over. Let's continue.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
Do you have an ID I can see?
No.
You don't have an ID I can see?
No.
Do you have a driver's license in Colorado?
Is this a consensual stop or a Terry stop?
This is a consensual stop. I'm asking if you had an ID. You said no. So I said, ask if you had a driver's license in Colorado.
You said it. You asked if I had an ID you can see, and I said no.
Oh, okay. So you do have an ID?
I'm not answering that if this is a consensual stop.
This is a consensual stop. I just asked you if you had an ID. What's your name, sir?
Am I violating any laws?
No, I'm just curious of why you're sitting here looking, you're filming the cars and... Is there a reason why you're filming our cars in the parking lot?
I'm not particularly filming your cars.
You're not? Okay, what are you filming then, sir?
No, I'm filming you right now.
Okay. You're filming me, why?
Because I can.
Yeah, it's out of curiosity. Am I on cops?
What's that?
Am I on cops?
I don't know, are you? You'd know better than I.
Well, you're filming me. You're the one filming, aren't you?
You're filming me too. So.
Well, I figured I was left out of a party, so I needed to just combat this a little bit. Just wondering.
Well, now you're in the
public,
party.
Right?
So are you?
I know. So I'm filming you. I felt left out. Well, you have 2 cameras. I only have 1.
I didn't come over and start asking you why you're filming me.
Well, because I was already here. You didn't have to travel anywhere. Did I miss something?
No, you came over to me.
Right, and I'm just asking you questions. What's going on? How you doing?
I've already told you I'm fine. I've already answered that I'm not engaged in any illegal activities, and
Well, I didn't say
think
you
that's
were.
the end
I
of
never
it.
accused you of. Are you accusing me of violating your rights?
I'm not at all.
Huh?
I'm not at all.
Oh, okay. So I'm not accusing you of violating any laws, and you're not accusing me of violating your rights.
No.
Okay. So as long as we're okay with each other there. Are you a veteran by chance?
I don't care to answer that.
Well, the reason why I'm saying is there's a veterans memorial right there, and I just didn't know if you knew about that.
I don't care to talk about that.
You got a grin on your face like you're not enjoying this at all. Is
Like
there
what?
anything I can help you
Like
with?
what?
You're not enjoying this at all.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Oh, okay. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, not at all.
No? Okay. How long have you been in the park for?
I'm not going to answer that.
Do you have a hard time with time? Keeping track of time?
Do you have a hard time keeping track of time?
No, I have a watch.
Okay.
I was just wondering, you said you didn't want to answer that. I just didn't know if you didn't know, or do you have cognitive issues, or are we talking about you just don't want to choose to answer?
I choose not to answer.
That's fine.
That's well, then you're right. You're in a public park. So keep in mind the park does close at sunset.
Certainly.
If you're in the park at sunset, you will be charged.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, sir?
No.
Okay.
None at all.
Sounds like a great day.
Okay. You too.
John Smith is known to be cool, calm, and collected as he conducts his First Amendment audits, and this clip is a prime example. The hypocrisy of this cop holding his camera phone while filming John, asking him, "Why are you filming me?" Keep in mind, a consensual conversation with a police officer refers to an interaction between an individual and a law enforcement officer where both parties willingly engage in dialogue without any obligations to answer questions. During a consensual conversation, you do not have to provide information or cooperate with the officer. However, it's important to understand that a consensual conversation can evolve into a more formal interaction, such as an investigative detention or arrest, if the officer develops reasonable suspicion or probable cause of a criminal activity. That's why it's important to decline to answer most questions like John Smith displayed here. Let's continue.
What's your name, sir? And badge number?
My name's Lipsy, badge number 11.
Thank you, sir.
Can I see your ID, please?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
I didn't suspect you of anything. You're
Are you-
on our property.
are you
I
detaining
want to
me?
See your ID.
Am I not allowed to walk here? Sir, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I'm just exercising my
780
right.
Any unit, I need some backup over here, please.
I'm just exercising my right as an American, sir. Am I being detained? Yes or no, sir? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
$781, are you available?
Am I being detained or am I free to go? Sir, I'd like to go about my day. Okay, I'm going to go about my day since I'm not being detained. Have a nice day, sir. I'm trying to be polite, nice, and just exercise my rights. Have a good day, sir.
Yes, sir. Are you available? Sir, do you have an ID?
I'm just trying to take a walk. Am I being detained?
Do you have an ID on
Am I being detained?
You're not being detained, sir.
Thank
I'm
you.
asking you for your ID.
And I refuse. I don't have to, sir.
I'm in
Unless
the
I'm
field
being
over here,
unless I'm being accused of a
on
crime.
MCC property
You think there's
off of
about ready
Mockingbird.
to be a crime committed? Do you think there's about ready to be a crime committed? Then have a nice day, sir. I'm just trying to enjoy a nice walk. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. I asked you politely for your ID.
And I refuse, sir. I don't have to give it to you. Texas state law. Please look it up. If you don't want me being here and this is your property, I'm walking right off the property, sir. As far as I knew, this was public property. It's not posted anywhere, no trespassing. So have a nice day, sir. I wasn't aware of anything. I'm doing anything wrong. Hello, ma'am. Am I being detained? Yes, is there...
Pull over here. I'm going to talk with this officer and find out what's going on.
Are you the supervisor, ma'am?
I am Officer Walter.
What's your badge number?
Our chief of police is on his way. If you will wait right here while I get the information.
Am I being detained or...
Of why you are here. Okay, hold on just a second.
Just taking a walk, ma'am.
MCC Police Department. That's okay. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, I just don't trust police. I don't like to talk to them.
Well, I'm sorry. If you'll just hang on just a second, I've got to get some information.
If there's a reason I'm being detained, I need to know about it.
If you will give me just 1 minute, okay? If you will just hold on.
Ma'am, I've already given this gentleman a minute, and he said that I'm on the property, so I'm just trying to exit.
I just got here. I've been here like 30 seconds, okay? Hold on just a second.
Ma'am, am I suspected of committing a crime? Do you think there's a crime about ready to be committed?
Oh, sir, I don't...
Ma'am, that's just Texas law.
If you just hold on just a second. Okay, sir. I'm sorry for keeping you. You can be on your way. The officer here was just asking if you were okay, and you were walking back through the woods and everything, so you're not being detained. You're free to go. Okay.
Ma'am, can you...
Walter.
I don't trust police, and I've never had a good experience with them. That's why I'm like this.
I'm sorry.
I don't like my rights being stepped on, and you, sir, cannot detain somebody and ask for ID unless you suspect a crime of being committed. Suspect me of committing a crime.
People trespassing.
Like I said, there's nothing posted anywhere. I'm just trying to take a walk.
Okay, that's
which,
fine.
as an American citizen, it's my right to do that.
You're free to go, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You too. Appreciate it.
This individual was not an auditor, but he found himself in an unfortunate situation that he was prepared for. An informed citizen on their rights is essential for upholding the law of the land, which is the Constitution of the United States of America. Knowing your rights contributes to a society where individuals who don't know their rights are aiding and abetting these cops to violate everyone they come into contact with. As you notice, neither of the two officers wanted to say he was being detained. That's because there's such a thing as an unlawful detainment, which cops will prohibit your freedom for no lawful reason. So if you don't know how to use the term, "Am I being detained?" you need to learn it. Because if you don't, you will most likely detain yourself and assist them in investigating you. And that makes no sense at all, right? So don't be that person that gives the police the false impression that they can do things they lawfully cannot. So learn your rights and hold them accountable. And make sure you film every interaction. Let's continue.
I'm on Robert Michael Bridge going into East Peoria right before Camp Street. Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained. We're just.
Am I free to go?
No, not yet, man. You gotta stop so we can get out of here. Hey, Mike, take this one. Just go here and stop up here for him.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you can't move until he.
Why am I being detained?
Drive up there for me. These are real feet.
All right, I'm being detained, everybody. This is Illinois State Police. I'm coming up to Camp Street in East Peoria.
What's up?
Am I being detained?
Did I say you're being detained?
If I'm not being detained, I'm free to go, correct?
No, you have to show your license. And
why am I being detained?
You're not being detained.
Okay, then I'm free to go. Have a nice day.
No, you're
Hey,
not.
sir, do not leave at this stop.
If I'm not detained, I'm free to go.
You are being detained.
What is your reasonable articulate suspicion for detaining me?
We lawfully have the right to ask you for a license and insurance. That's it.
Is this?
So do you have either one of those?
Is this?
Do you have either one of those?
This is a Terry stop. No.
You don't have a license or an insurance card.
Yeah, I have a license and insurance card, but I'm not providing to. What is the reasonable articulate suspicion that I'm being stopped? Have I committed a crime?
We're doing a roadside safety check.
Have I committed a crime? Have I committed a crime?
And we can ask for a license.
Reasonable articulate suspicion of what crime have I committed? What crime have I committed? It's illegal detainment. Trust me, I know my rights. Wrong person to pull over.
Okay.
Am I being detained?
Yes, right now you are.
Why am I being detained? What's your reasonable articulate suspicion for your detainment?
You can provide your license.
Suspect a crime. Repeat a crime. Give me a crime.
We can here all day. You're the one prolonging
yes, we can, and we're recording too.
Okay.
You're live right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and we're recording in two different spots.
When you come through a roadside safety check, I have the right to ask for a license and insurance card.
And I don't have to provide it. This is a not stopping ID state. I have not committed a crime. I have not committed a crime. What's your reasonable articulate suspicion? Am I free to go? Yeah, I want a supervisor.
Okay.
You're being live streamed on YouTube. Am I detained? Why am I detained?
We're doing a roadside safety check. I told you so.
Roadside safety checks are illegal in America. This is not Nazi America. You cannot stop me just randomly.
Okay. You just need to see a proof of your Illinois driver's license.
Nope.
Okay.
Let's go. We're on a time limit here. I charge by the minute.
Okay.
It's $100 a minute per minute I sit here.
Sergeant, so he's coming down.
$100 a minute per minute I sit here. What's your name and badge number?
Deputy Taylor.
Deputy Taylor, what's your badge number?
6380.
6380. Deputy Taylor.
Now we're waiting for my command officer like you asked.
Why am I being detained?
We're waiting for my command officer now. I asked you if you'd like to speak to him. You said yes.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's going on?
You tell me, why am I detained?
Okay, well, we're doing a
What
roadside
reasonable
safety check.
articulate suspicion have I been detained for?
We're doing a roadside safety check, sir.
Okay, and who are you?
I'm Captain Ryan Tarby with the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, what's your badge number, please?
6251.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, I need to see a driver's license and insurance.
For what crime, sir?
We're doing a roadside safety check,
Roadside safety check is not a crime.
Okay, I need to see your driver's license
Okay,
and
and
insurance.
this is not a crime.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
No, not until I see your
Please
driver's
don't
license.
inhibit my right to record you. That's my
Okay.
First Amendment. You know better than that.
I'm not stopping you from recording.
Okay, get your light out of my face.
Okay. Can I see your driver's license, please?
Why? What crime have I committed?
Well, we can sit here and play this game.
Oh yeah, we're gonna sit here and play this game all night long. All night. We're live on YouTube.
That's fine.
So, get your light out of my camera. You're inhibiting my right to record.
How am I inhibiting your right?
Because you have your light shining in my camera.
Okay.
Okay, that's my First Amendment right, and you're violating that right now.
I'm not stopping you from recording.
And it's also my Fifth Amendment to shut the hell up.
Okay. I still need to see your driver's
Reasonable
license.
articulate suspicion for a crime for stopping me. You're a sergeant, and you don't know what's your oath, man. Come on. Reasonable articulate suspicion. This is not a stop and ID state, man. We don't do this here. You gotta have reasonable articulate suspicion for a crime to get my ID or my driver's license. Terry versus Ohio. You want me to keep going? Am I free to go? We can sit here all night, man. I got 100% on battery. Unlimited. So, what's your reasonable articulate suspicion? State of crime. If not, I'm free to go, correct? Have I committed a crime? Am I detained? Excuse me, Captain, am I detained?
Sir, we're checking out your driver's license.
Sir, I'm asking you a question. Answer me. You work for me. Am I detained? It's a yes or a no. Am I detained? Am I detained?
We will get you on your way here in just a second, bud.
I'm ready to leave right now. We've been sitting here for 9 minutes. Let's go. Why am I detained? What's your reasonable articulate suspicion?
Run a CQH. Look for scars, marks, tattoos on them.
They can't articulate a crime. They can't say anything. Right now, we're illegally detained. And he's wanting to violate my First Amendment and, block my camera. This is the supervisor, CCW. This is the captain. So evidently, he doesn't know that his freaking oaths are my rights.
Michael came back clear valid, and Aaron, the female, is a photo. It shows in Michael's.
Been in the RMS. See if there's a picture of there.
Yeah, Chris, IDC Chris, I'm coming across the river. See? I'm in the middle of the bridge, man. I ain't nowhere right now. Let's articulate a crime. Come on. I'm waiting. If not, I'm free to go. 18 USC 242. You want me to keep spitting them out? Yeah, you got the wrong one. What are you shaking for, man? Huh? You're a captain?
Who's shaking? You're the only one shaking.
Yeah, it's because I'm holding my phone.
Okay.
So, let's go. Am I detained? Or am I free to go? No, he's supposedly a captain out of Tazewell. 14 USC 1985. Title 42, Section 1983. You want me to keep spitting them? Terry versus Ohio, man. You can't just stop me. It doesn't work that way. This is the United States. Look, get the fucking flashlight out of my eyes and shit. I'm tired of it. Look, see, I got one too, guys. Yeah, Nightcrawler, it's Illinois Nazis. Bain Act. Are we done now? 12 minutes. You got 3 more. Articulate a crime. Articulate a crime.
All right, buddy. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Have a nice night. F you, mother. Happy the Cops Day.
I think we all can agree that we hate these safety checkpoints. I know they seem like more of a how many people rights can we violate checkpoint, right? Checkpoints are being used more frequently and are a major source of income for most police departments. These agencies are able to report large amounts of arrests in short amount of time. Regardless as to whether the checkpoints are effective or not, they are a seizure of citizens without reasonable suspicion, and to me that's just un-American. The founding fathers surely didn't envision a future where officers were able to systematically stop citizens for no reason other than to hope they are committing a criminal offense. But hey, if you find yourself with some extra time and you go through one of these checkpoints, now you know an alternative way if you don't feel like giving up your rights that day.
I can't hear you because of the train.
It's all right. I said, how's it going? I'm Deputy Cook at the Sheriff's Office.
How you doing?
Doing all right. It's just curious, weird if somebody's videotaping around the Sheriff's Office just trying to find out what's going on.
Oh no, I was just taking pictures of your vehicles here. And I thought that was the main building for the Sheriff's Office.
That's the admin side for the jail.
Yeah, it said go to side B or building B. So I'm not sure if it's this one or something else.
That's gonna be on the far side of it.
Okay, that's what I
Do you have an ID or anything? Just showing who I'm talking to?
I don't have one on me.
What's your name?
I'd rather not give it.
Okay. All right. Any reason videotaping? Just curiosity or what?
Oh, I'm just gathering matters of public interest. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just as a journalist.
All right. Building B. This is actually the Sheriff's Office. Go around the corner to the next building over, and that's Building B. That's the
so this is the actual Sheriff's Office?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Glass doors on the front.
All right, and what's your name?
Deputy Cook.
Deputy Cook. And what's your name?
Sergeant Haynes. So what are you doing out here on county property?
County property?
This is
public property?
No, this is county property.
I'm on the sidewalk.
It's still county property. This is the thing, okay?
Okay.
You're down here, you're videotaping all these vehicles, okay?
All these vehicles?
Now listen to me. Now,
am I being detained?
I'm trying to explain to you.
Am I being detained?
Right now you are, because
for what crime?
It's suspicious activity, because these vehicles down here, and you can look it up, these vehicles on this road have been burglarized numerous times, and that's fact. You can look.
That has nothing to do with me.
It does right now because it's suspicious activity.
Did you see me go near the vehicles?
You're walking right down here by these cars.
Did you see me go look at a vehicle, look in a vehicle, go near a vehicle?
Videoing. We're just making sure what you're doing is on the up and up.
So basically, I'm being detained for suspicion of burglary. Is that what you're saying?
It's suspicious activity because we're trying to find out what you're doing.
I'm just taking video and pictures out in public. That's all I'm doing.
All the time.
I'm not trying to argue with you, but if I'm not being detained for an actual crime, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not trying to argue. I already stated that I was just taking pictures out in public. I'm a journalist gathering matters of public interest. That's it. I have no interest in burglarizing vehicles, especially at a sheriff's office.
That's why we're talking to you, though, because we do get a lot of people coming through here. We have had these vehicles burglarized numerous times. That's why we're talking to you. We're making sure on the up and up. If you're out here and you're doing stuff journalism, that's fine. We don't have a problem with that. But our job as law enforcement officers is to protect and serve. and that's also protecting and serving the people that work in this building, okay? Because we have inmates in here that are locked up, okay? So we also have a concern about a possible prison bird or a county jail bird, okay?
I don't see how.
You may not see how, but we've had 3 or 4 months ago, we had an inmate escape, okay? So we're going to be concerned when people are walking up and down this parking lot, you're videoing. Probably the best thing for you to do, if you want to video something, you can talk to the sheriff himself and say, look, this is what I'm going to be doing. I just want to video your building, walk up and down here. That's why it's not suspicious. And then he lets us know, look, this guy is going to take pictures of the building, okay? You work with us, we can work with you. We're not telling you can't video the building.
I know you're not telling me I can't, but you're telling me I need permission now.
I'm just saying it would be nice if you would let us know, because he passes by and he calls me, there's a guy here with a video, okay? With a video camera. It's security issues for us. What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? And you're telling us, look, I'm a journalist, okay?
But am I still being detained at this point?
Okay, you're telling us it's for journalism reasons, that's fine.
Right.
Okay.
But am I still being detained at this point?
No, you're not.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
So this deputy that detained Philip is using a classic fishing tactic. He's making claims that vehicles have been broken into, and when that didn't work, he switched it to the concern for prisoners' escapes. These were clearly lies to get a read on the unlawful detainee. Most citizens wouldn't have the knowledge to ask if they was being detained. Eventually, this deputy knew that this is not the citizen he wanted to violate because it's not going as easy as usual. So with that said, it's critical to know your rights and be ready to exercise them when necessary. For the newer viewers, the Batosa name is Philip Turner, and he's responsible for the case Turner v. Driver. In this case, Philip Turner was unlawfully arrested while filming a police station from a public sidewalk. He sued the police officers involved, claiming violations of his First and Fourth Amendment rights. The issue was whether the act of filming government officials, specifically police officers, in public spaces is protected by the First Amendment. The court ruled that the First Amendment protects the right to film public officials, including police officers, in the performance of their duties in public spaces. So that's why the Batosa will always be held in high regards as one of the GOATs when it comes to First Amendment auditors. Let's continue.
Were you at the e-cig store?
Hey, who?
The e-cig store for e-cigarettes? How old are you?
17.
You're 17? Where are you coming from?
The rec?
The what?
The rec.
The rec center?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Why?
Because I'm asking you for your name.
No, I don't have to give out my name.
Yeah, you do, because I'm investigating a suspicious person and you have to give me your name.
Suspicious ain't a crime, though.
Yeah, it is.
Being suspicious is a crime?
Yeah, if you're doing something, can you just step off away from the road? These people drive crazy.
Well, I had a feeling y'all was gonna come.
Say what?
I had a feeling y'all was gonna come bother me once I seen you. I came from the
yeah,
wreck.
because I was looking right at you.
I just came from the wreck.
Okay. What is your name?
I don't need to give out that. I didn't commit no crime.
How do I know that?
You don't need to know that. I know that. Can you call your sergeant?
I don't need to call my sergeant.
Yes, you do.
For what?
Because you got to. It's your policy. You better do it. That's the thing.
Okay.
But I know the law. I'm not dumb.
I didn't say you were dumb.
Then why are you trying to play me for stupid?
I'm not.
Yo, call your sergeant.
You want to talk to my sergeant?
Call your sergeant.
For
yeah.
what reason?
Because I asked. I asked you. That's your policy, ain't it?
No.
Yes, it is. You want to tell me that for real? Are you sure? Yeah. 100%. What's your badge number?
246.
What's your name?
Cummings, right here. All right.
Y'all bugging, bro. I ain't do a damn
That's fine. I'm just telling you, somebody called about someone that somewhat matches their description, but I see your pants are blue.
What store did you say again, please?
So what?
What store did you say?
The e-cig store.
And where's it at?
It's on this road, a little further down.
I came from that away.
Okay, I believe you.
Then why you keep questioning me if I haven't done nothing?
Well, now that I'm looking at your pants, I see they're black, and I was told they were blue pants, so I mean, no reason to get all hyped up with me.
Nah, I just asked you why you
Okay, do you still want to speak with my sergeant?
Am I free to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my card. Okay. My sergeant's name, I'm gonna write it on here for you, okay? So you can reach out to him if you need to. Where are you from?
Don't worry about that. I'm not from out here.
All right. Well, I'm not from out here either.
And then stop bothering me. Let me get the car.
Here's my card.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. You have a good day.
Yup.
So this cop tells 2 lies within 10 seconds. The first lie, she said that the individual has to give his name because she's investigating a suspicious person. And then the second lie, she said being suspicious is a crime. Wow. Much respect to this young man for knowing his rights. And since when did commonly exercising your rights turn into being all hyped up like she claimed he was? Her ego was obviously bruised, but understanding your rights empowers you to protect your individual liberties. By being aware of your rights, you can assert and defend them when necessary, ensuring that your freedoms are not infringed upon, like this young man displayed here. I guarantee that if he didn't ask for her supervisor, the repercussions of what to come would have not came to her mind, and she would have most likely violated this young man's rights. Remember, you must be suspicious of a crime that the cops can articulate with facts before you begin to lose your ground. A call for a suspicious person is not going to cut it, ma'am. Sorry.
Roll deep around here, guys, for a couple guys with cameras.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yeah, hey, how's it
You
going?
guys were just up at the sheriff's office?
Yep.
Okay. The area that you were in
Uh-huh.
is actually restricted. You're not allowed to be there.
There were no signs. There's no sign saying we couldn't go there.
I'm letting you know this right now, okay?
Uh-huh. Well, then you need to put up a sign.
There are signs there that says...
authorized vehicles and deliveries only,
Yep.
but I'm
I
not
know.
driving, I'm walking.
Okay.
It needs to say unauthorized personnel.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're not allowed back.
Well, hey, it needs to say unauthorized personnel, otherwise it doesn't apply. You want to know how I know? Because I've done this at Kent County, I've done it at Eaton County, I've done it at Ingham County, I've done it at Wayne County. If you do not have signs saying that unauthorized personnel are not allowed there, then I'm allowed to go there.
All right.
It is public property. It is publicly accessible property. I have a lieutenant from Kent County that told me the entire Kent County Jail and Sheriff's Department is publicly accessible, except for the motor pool where they have a gate. Okay. And it says no unauthorized personnel.
I'm asking you now, I'm telling you now.
Well, I mean, you can ask me, but I'm not going to.
Do not return there.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Oh, I will.
I need to see your ID, sir.
No, you're not getting my ID.
Yes.
I haven't committed a crime.
ID.
No, sir. I haven't committed a
Need your
crime.
identification.
You're not getting ID.
Why not?
There's no crime. No crime, no name. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
I need your ID.
No, sir.
Why not?
Fourth Amendment.
That's right. Fourth Amendment. We are
So tell me
securing
what
our
crime you
persons,
suspect
our
me of
properties,
committing.
our papers, and we are not going to be subject to unreasonable search and seizure.
I understand that.
Okay, good. You can ask, but we're going to refuse.
Okay. Be anyway then. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Hey, stay safe. We do appreciate you guys.
I want you to start putting yourself in the person's shoes behind the camera. I want you to start answering the questions as if you were there. I want you to understand and be comfortable that you know the officer is going to demand your ID. The officer is going to make it seem like you don't have a choice, so that's when your training is going to come in play. Remember, your first step is to figure out what crime have you committed. Now, the officer is going to make up a BS charge, so you have to be prepared to combat that and know your rights and understand your laws so you won't fall into the BS charge that the officer is going to try to throw on you. And being confident is the key.
What's going on there, bud?
I don't know. He called you. I'm just out here taking pictures, bro.
Okay, why?
Doing a story. What's your name and badge number?
Hal 2376.
All right.
What's your story?
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do the Fifth Amendment right now. Just be remaining silent. I didn't call the police to waste taxpayer dollars.
Okay. This is a dirt lot. Do you have a right to be on this dirt lot?
I know the owner hasn't trespassed me.
Okay.
And you can't inquire to trespass me from the owner unless he calls. And it's not his lot. I have it on Google Maps if you want to look. I'm not going to answer any more questions though.
Okay.
I'm going to stand here and film.
Well, here's how this is going to work. Okay, regardless, this is a critical infrastructure, so you are required to identify yourself?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
I
are.
haven't been suspected of committing a crime. I haven't committed a crime. Anything I can see with my eyes from public, I can view with the camera. You can't do that. Don't even try that.
Okay, so you're refusing to identify yourself?
I don't have to identify because you don't have a suspicion of crime. What suspicion of articulate of a crime have I committed?
You are videotaping critical infrastructure.
That doesn't matter what I'm videotaping. Anything I can see, he has to prevent the privacy. He has to make the privacy. It doesn't matter. I wasn't doing anything. I'm filming everything. He wanted to come out and almost hit me with his truck and bark orders. So you do something about that. I'm not IDing for something I don't have to.
All right.
See that? This guy wants to tell me I'm gonna ID. That's not happening. right? The only thing I have to ask you a question.
Yep.
Why are you gonna lie to me like that, man, when I know my rights?
Why am I gonna lie to you?
About having to say that I'm doing something illegal. I'm not. I want to have, why you ask me, tell me I'm doing something illegal. But it's not illegal, is it, sir? I want to know for the rights. Is it legal or not for me to film this infrastructure? Anything my eyes can see, I can view. Don't try to lie and bark orders again, bro. You're why nobody likes the cops, because you don't know how to do your job.
So keep in mind, there are no specific laws prohibiting individuals from filming critical infrastructures from a public vantage point, as we saw here. When you're in a public space, you have the right to observe and document your surroundings, including anything visible from that space. Regarding the police asking for identification, that's about all they can do is ask. And we have the right to decline unless the officer has reasonable articulable suspicion a specific crime has been committed, is being committed, or is about to be committed. Now, these were some throwbacks to remind us of our constitutional rights and why they're important and why we can never forget about them.
But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go check out their channels and show them some love. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the next episode.